made it, didn't you? One more semester. Got this thing getting behind you all the time. Okay, we're going to do research this semester, 459. You'll be in the same sections and the same groups, hopefully, when everybody gets sorted out. There's a little confusion always at the beginning, but eventually you'll wind up in the right pew. We do have some students who are joining us this semester, so I think that I have 4 and Miss Lee has 2. You'll see them in your groups, and we'll try to get them up to speed. Remember, everything that you used in Nursing 360, you're going to use this semester. So hopefully you copied all those comments. You got your notebooks ready for this semester. You will use the same bare bones and the same topic, the same article, the same topic that you used for your faculty last time will be your research topic this time. So you've got a head start here. Got a theory paper done next week. Same questions asked. 2 more theorists. What we did do was separate the little comments about what is theory and then the actual ladies that are being assigned, because some people tried to fit them in there with my butterflies and colored paper and things, and so this will be easier for you. You've got directions, and then you've got the assignment. That's coming right up. After that, you're going to have test 1. We'll open that up next week, and it'll be due in February. So look at your due dates as usual. Don't let life get ahead of you. You've got all kinds of reminders. Use them for your benefit, so you don't call me the night after the test was over and said, OMG, I forgot the test. I'll say, OMG, so sorry. Because you all know the drill with us by now. But hopefully this will be a good learning experience for you. Research is very tricky, but if you will read the notes and look at the student example that is posted in your course, and look at the examples in your notes, you'll be all right. The student example is not perfect. It was an example that's pretty good. Some students gave us permission to use it. But sometimes for myself and other learners, you can read the words, but if you see something, you have that aha moment. So when you call me and you say, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to say, did you read the notes? Did you look at the student example? Did you look at your grading sheet to see what should be in that chapter? And then we'll have the discussion after that if you still didn't understand. But that should save you time if you'll do that on the front end before every assignment. We're going to use that same rotation system. A group will write the rough draft. A group will critique the rough draft, send it back to those people. They'll do a final, and that'll go all the way through. And on your group assignments, that's all laid out for you. Questions? Ms. Ricks is going to talk about some things that can be heads up for you, save you a little bit of trouble if you'll pay attention to them on the front end. As always, we're always available. We're there to make this a successful endeavor. If you'll do your part, we'll do everything we can to help you understand. It's not rocket science, but it does take your paying attention to it. It's not something you can do the night before, okay? Good to see y'all back. Thank you for so many of you coming on a bad day. I'll give it to Miss Rick.
Okay, if you look, Clara, there's like 4 units, so that's kind of how we separated it. I know you've got this theory coming up right away. It's down in Unit 4, okay? It's by itself. So there's the stuff on Unit 4, okay? And then below that, the test, but they're not open yet, obviously. They'll be open closer to time. We open them 1 week, remember, before it's due. So the other thing was she mentioned a while ago about us you calling in saying, I've got to work, such and such, I've got to work today, and it's the very last day of your test. That doesn't wash either, because you've had a whole week to do it, basically. So don't put off to that last minute, because something could happen that last minute. So try to pace yourself and do it as early as you can so that you can avoid things like that. One thing that students a lot of times have missed is when they begin writing their chapter, they start off thinking, okay, I just don't know where to begin. Okay, look under the research guidelines under Unit 1. This document will help you, and it's often overlooked because a lot of times you'll think, now where was that content on the research notes? Okay, this document, research guidelines, Claire, would you open it? Yes, please. It has everything separated into units, and it gives you a brief description of what those things are and where they're located. Okay, so you can go back to this research guidelines, and it'll tell you, okay, like what scholarly, it'll tell you there's your research guidelines, and then hold on, Claire, right there under that it says this document will assist you as you progress through the writing of chapters 1, 2, and 3. Appendix A, and I bolded that, for outline of research project list information to assist you in writing. Everybody doesn't look at Appendix A, and it's just attached, and that is an important thing because you call and say, what do I do in writing chapter 1? Okay, scroll it on down, Clara, to Appendix A. Okay, right there. Okay, that tells you, look under chapter 1, number 4. All those things are what you need. That is your information. Read your notes on chapter 1, which Dr. Mills has done. Read your notes in the textbook, your textbook pages. Refer to your sample, which you just talked about. Refer to the bare bones. Y'all got a bare bones in there. It's not probably going to be like the one you had last semester, but it's very similar. But that's the one I want you to use for my sections. It's the one that I posted in there. The grading sheet, look at it because that's what we're going to grade you on. So when you're doing those things, you want to make sure you include those things that's on that grading sheet. Okay, and then the APA. So that tells you, so before you call the instructor and say, I don't know what to do, you've got that plan right there. That's part of your recipe right there in chapter 1. Okay, and a lot of chapter 1, as you'll see, you've got a bare bones, and a lot of the bare bones is going to be in chapter 1. Okay, and then you move on to chapter 2, and that tells you. Chapter 3, it tells you what to do. Now this is often overlooked. That's why I wanted to impress upon you that you do have information and you do have a starting point, and this will help you there if you'll do that. And then if you have other questions, certainly call us. But this will help clear up a lot of things if you'll just do that process. Okay. That's all I have on that.
I think that's all we have.